Hey, it's Dawn. I am back with a twist easel card tutorial. A few of my friends have asked me for this. I'm going to show you if you can see. See how the little card like stands up? This is the bottom of the card, this is the top of the card, and it folds down flat like that for mailing. And when you display it, it just kind of sits up like that. So I'm going to show you how to make one of these, and hopefully you'll give it a try. And if you do try it, create a video response and link it on my YouTube, because I would really love to see what you guys come up with. So let's get busy. Here's some things that I'm going to use. You may do your card however you want. Okay. First, I'm going to start out with a colored digi. I'll fold it like this so you can see. This is a saturated canary. It's a little zombie roller girl. Usually I make my cards on white cardstock. Just, I guess, because it's a Hallmark thing, I don't know. But, this is going to be a Halloween card, so I am using black. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper trimmer, whatever paper trimmer you have that cuts. You know, if you freehand cut, if you use an X-Acto knife and a ruler, you could do the same thing if you don't have a paper cutter. I tend to try to avoid X-Acto knives because I am the klutziest person on the face of this planet, and I will cut myself, like, massively. I'll like amputate my own thumb off or something. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take my piece of 12 by 12. You can do whatever size you want. You can use scraps. You know, you could totally personalize this your own way. What I'm doing is I like to make my cards 6 by 6. I make my own envelopes. And I know the size for a 6 by 6 card envelope off the top of my head. So I generally stick with 6 by 6. But you can make them 5 by 5, 4 by 4. You know, you just gotta play around with the adjustments and whatever. So I'm gonna take my 12 by 12 cardstock. I'm gonna cut it at 6. So now I got a piece of 6 by 12. Then I'm going to take my piece of 6 by 12. I'm going to line it up at 6 again. You can use whatever little scoring tool you got. And I'm going to score down 6-inch line. So now I've got a piece of 12 by 12 cut in half. Then I got my piece of 6 by 12 scored in half. I'm just going to fold that up. You know, do your little bone folding thing. Make sure that crease is really good. Then I'm going to unfold it. And I'm going to take a side. And it doesn't matter what side, whatever side you want to use. You know, it will affect how your card folds, you know. But, you can fold it either way. You know, not a biggie. And you're going to line up diagonally. I don't know how much you can see this, but let me go out a little bit. But you see how I got the corner pointed out here? You know, you're going to line up the two corners. So line it up diagonally. And you're going to take the little score tool and you're going to go corner to corner. That's it, corner to corner. Then you're going to fold it. And do your little bone folding thing. Get that nice and sharp on there. Okay, so you're gonna have your piece that looks like a triangle. Okay, so that when it sits up like this. So you got a little triangle pokey up. Okay, we're gonna take that. We're gonna set that aside. We're gonna come back to our other piece of 6 by 12. And we are going to line it up at the 6 mark, and we're going to cut it. So we got a 6 by 6 square. Okay? And then, what did I do with my piece? Oh, I got 2 pieces of 12 by 12 paper here. Like I said, you can use your scraps. You can use whatever you want to use. I got my black and orange dots. And I am going to cut this at 5 3/4. Okay. And then I'm going to turn it and cut it at 5 3/4 again. So now I've got a 5 3/4 square. Take ATG, tape runner, glue gun, liquid glue, whatever adhesive you use. Please don't tell me you use red sticky tape just to stick some paper on, because that's just crazy. That stuff's expensive. ATG works perfectly fine. And you know, little glue runner, whatever you have. But so you're going to take your 5 3/4 square and stick it down on your 6 by 6 square. Okay. And then bring the paper cutter back. I'm going to take my purple. I'm going to cut it at 5 1/2. Just to get some layers going on here. And I'm going to turn it and cut it at 5 1/2 again. So now I've got a... Did I just cut that wrong? Don't even tell me I cut that wrong. Yes, I cut that wrong. Oh, alright. Well, good thing we have another half. So, we're going to cut it at 5 1/2. We're going to turn it. We're going to cut it at 5 1/2 again. So now, we got a 5 1/2 by 5 1/2 square. I get little fuzzies because my blade is very dull. I gotta get a new blade. So I'm just gonna trim these little fuzzies off. Don't want no fuzzies. Don't want no little paper fuzzies. So, we're going to take our 5.5, put some glue on there, and then we're going to stick it down, down, on a 5 3/4. So now, we have a square that's triple layered like that. Gonna set that aside for a minute. Now I got my little zombie roller girl. I'm gonna line that up. Line her up with the edge. And I'm gonna cut her out. Now my paper cutter, I can line up the bottom of my image with the edge of my ruler, and I get a pretty nice border around it. So there's my little girl cut out. And then I gotta trim up my fuzzies here. Really need a new blade. I think I'm gonna make Kelsey walk to Joann's since she's looking at me like I'm crazy. Joann's is about 5 miles from here. It'll be a good walk for her.
No.
Yeah.
I'd pass out.
It's not that hot out there.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. So, got my zombie girl cut out. Now, you remember we had this extra piece of black, and she's 6 by 6. Let me see if I could trim her up a little bit more here. Right. There we go. Okay. The little girl is cut out. We had this extra piece of 6 by 6 black. And gonna stick some ATG on there. And we're gonna stick her on this extra piece of 6 by 6 black. And I stuck her crookedly. So, gotta pull her up a little bit. That's why I like ATG, because I can reposition if I need to. And we got her all nice and stuck down. And I have glue on my fingernail, wipe that off. So, then we're just gonna cut this piece of 6 by 6. So that, trim the fuzzies. So that a girl has a little nice black border around her. And then we're going to go back to our 6 by 6 triple layer piece. Remember that piece? We're going to take a girl that we got all here on our nice little border. And we're going to stick her down right there on our 6 by 6 square. So now our square should look like that with our little girl on there. Now, ooh, something. Now, I got some stamped words there. And I'm just going to kind of trim out the one I want to use. And I have my Fiskars tab punch. It's got 3 different tabs on it. And I'm going to stick my paper in there onto the one I want to use. Line it up. And just punch that out. And take my little ATG. Get some glue on there. That was a little bit hard because that was a tiny piece. I'm going to stick that on there. Even it up. Now it looks like that. Now you're going to come back over here to your piece that you got folded. Now this is very important to put your, you're going to want to know how your card sits so that you put your card face on your card properly. So, we're just going to take the corner and ATG some glue on there. Then we're going to line our card face up. So that's all nice and properly lined up. Then we're going to stick that down. Now, half of your card face is not going to be glued down to anything. You want it like this, so that when you set your card up, it sets up on a square. Okay? So you're just going to glue it to that little triangle piece. You're not going to glue it to the whole square. Now that we got that on there, we are going to get back our purple. We got another, or our orange and black dots. We got another 6x6 square here. We're going to trim off some fuzzies. Oh, actually first, before we do that, we're going to cut this to 5 3/4. 5 3/4. By 5 3/4. Okay. Fuzzies are off. Now we're going to take a piece of purple and we're going to need another piece of purple. That one's too small. That was too small too. What do I got here? Do I got anything? Nope, I sure don't. So, this one's at 5 1/2. So we'll cut it at 5 1/2 and 5 3/4. We'll just make it work. Then because I hate to cut up a whole another 12 by 12 sheet. Then we're going to cut this one into a diagonal. Okay. I'm going to cut off my fuzzies. And I have gathered an audience. My kids are all watching me like they never seen me do a video before. So, now that we got our little triangle piece, set that part aside. And there we go. Stick some glue on there with our ATG. And line it up. And now we got a half and half. Since I didn't have a 6x6 piece of purple, it's a little bit more orange polka dotty, but that's okay. And then we're going to take this piece of paper and we're going to line it up on the bottom underneath our image. Okay? So we got our card, and this whole area down here is black. And so we're going to make it not black. And we're going to line up our piece of paper on there, smooth it all down, and now we have a card that looks like this. And when you fold it up, looks like that. Can you see that? So now you're all like, well, how am I going to get that piece to stay up? Well, you're going to put a stopper down here. Okay? And so what I'm going to do is I got my little triple tag punch. And I'm going to punch me out a tag in black. And take me a couple little pop dots. Put my little pop dots on there. Ends always stick to me. And then I'm going to stick that right on there. Oh, my little pop dots. I used a little ticket tab that time. And then that keeps your card up. So it looks like that. Keeps your card up in place. And then you can go on ahead and you can decorate up the whole bottom and the top. Put whatever little embellishments and everything that you want on there. And this is how your card's gonna look. And, well, of course, with your own stuff, because I don't expect you to make one exactly like mine. But, go on ahead, try it out, make a video response, show me what you did, and happy crafting. I'll see you later. Bye.